Hey guys, what is today? Wednesday? Oh my goodness, it's Wednesday. I almost forgot what day it was. All right, we are on the last chapter, or the last lesson for this chapter. Can you believe it? Remember, this is one of those problem solving lessons. We have one of these every chapter, and remember, they're kind of usually a little shorter, which I feel like after yesterday's lesson, we need a shorter lesson because that was crazy, right? Okay, let's get started. Our essential question, remember this chapter, is how can I add two-digit numbers? And we have been looking at a lot of ways to add two-digit numbers, right? I know personally, and I feel like when I'm with you guys on Zoom and I see what you're doing, most of us really seem to like carrying the one up and adding just up and down, right, with the tens and the ones place. It seems to be what we like the best, right? So, me too. But we got to learn them all anyways, right? Okay, so let's get started. All right, our problem of the day today. Now, remember, you can have a slate out with me, and I want you kind of following along as I do these. It says Talia wants to make at least 60 bracelets to sell at the fair on Sunday. She made 15 bracelets on Thursday and 25 bracelets on Friday and 30 bracelets on Saturday. Has she made enough bracelets? So let's organize our thoughts here, right? Okay, so she made 15 bracelets on Thursday, 25 bracelets on Friday, and 30 on Saturday. She wants, it says, at least 60, right? So she might have more than 60, but she wants to have at least 60 total. So we got to add and see what we got here. So we're going to have 25 plus 15 plus 30. Okay, now let me draw my invisible line here. I had someone ask me yesterday, Mrs. Hiller, can I still draw the line on mine? And yes, you can draw the line. Mrs. Hiller likes to draw the line, especially when we write it ourselves, right? Because sometimes, let's be real, boys and girls, our handwriting gets a little sloppy, right? So when we draw that line, it helps us really see which side is the ones and which side is the tens, okay? All right, so now remember when we add 3 together, we have to kind of do a little bunny math, right? Remember I called it bunny math, but my bunny this time is like sideways, isn't it? Okay, so do we see any doubles facts on the one side or anything that would equal 10? Same, right here, 5 and 5. This is a doubles fact and equals 10, right? So my bunny kind of looks like a duck. You guys see it? Like here's the head and there's the duck's beak. That's funny. Hang on, guys, 1 second. Sorry, guys. Okay, so we figured out 5 and 5 equals 10, right? So then we just have to add 10 to the leftover number, which is 0, and 10 plus 0 is what? It's 10, right? So to write 10, remember, I'm going to put my 0 here and my 1 up here. Okay, now I have to add all my 10 sides. So I'm going to do 2 and 1. What does that give me? 3, right? And then I'm going to do 1 and 3 since there's 4, which gives me 4, right? So now I just have to add 3 plus 4. What is 3 plus 4? 7. So she made 70 bracelets. Now remember, she wanted at least 60. So does she have enough bracelets, guys? Yes, she definitely does, doesn't she? Because she didn't say she could have more. But she did say at least. So she's good. It's a lot of bracelets to make, right? Okay, everybody, let's get our slates out. And we're going to do a little quick check here. So I want everyone to focus on number 1 first. Number 1 is 12 plus 20 plus 50. Let's do that one together. Or you guys can pause me and do it on your slate. And then press play and we'll do it together. Okay. You guys should have done this on your slate. I'm actually going to go through and just draw all my lines. Oops, I know. My pen makes it super hard to draw a straight line. Okay, so number 1, you should have done number 1 first. You should have added the one side first, right? And see a 2 plus a 0 plus a 0. Well, that's easy, right? So it's just 2. Okay, then you didn't have anything to carry, so you're just going to add 1 plus 2 plus 5 on the 10 side. So you should have done 1 plus 2 equals 3, plus 5 more, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So number 1, you should have got 82. How'd you guys do? Awesome. Okay, let's try number 2 here. I'm going to change my color. Makes it a little fun for me. All right, everybody write number 2 on your slate. Press pause and then press play and we will check. All right, everybody should have done number 2. Okay, and now we're going to go through and we're going to check. So you should have done the ones first. 2 plus 6 plus 2. So what I did here was I knew 2 plus 2 is 4, right? So then I'm going to add 4 plus my leftover 6, which is 10, right? So you should have put a 0 down here and a 1 up here. Okay, and now we have to add the 10 side. So I should have done 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 1 more is 5, plus 2 more is 7. So number 2, you should have got 70. All right, now everybody write number 3 on your slate, then press pause and do it on your own, and then press play and we'll check it together. All right, now that we've checked, on number 3, or now that you've done it, let's check it. You should have done the one side first. 4 plus 6 plus 3. I know 4 and 6 give me 10, right? Okay, then I'm going to add 3 more to 10, which would be what? 13. So I would put a 1 and a 3. Okay, then I'm going to go through it. I'm going to add my 10th place. So 1 plus 5 is 6, plus 2 more, 7, 8, plus 1 more is 9. So number 3, you should have got 93. Woo, we got them all right. Oh my goodness. Okay. Everybody write number 4 on your slates. Press pause and do them, and then we'll check. I'm going to go ahead and do all my lines here. I tell you, making these lines is so hard for me. Okay, write number 4 on your slate. 19 plus 22 plus 31 plus 17. Press pause and do it, and then press play, and we'll check. Okay. For number 4, you guys should have done, let's see, doubles factor anything that equals 10. 9 and 1 equals 10, right? Okay, so now I can't forget to add my 2 leftovers, right? So I have 10 plus 2 would be 12, right? Plus 7 more, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, right? So I'd put an 8 and a 1. Okay, then I would have come over here and done my 10 side, and I would have done 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 1. So I would have done 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 2 more is 4, plus 3 more is 7, plus 1 more is 8. So your answer should have been 88. Okay, now let's all try number 5 on our slates. Everybody write number 5 on your slate. 22 plus 11 plus 33 plus 19. Then press pause and now do number 2 by yourself, or number 5, I'm sorry, and then press play and we'll check. All right, for number 5, you should have done the one side first. I found 9 and 1 equal 10, right? So, right, 9 plus 1 equals 10. Now I have to do my 2 leftovers, right? So 10 plus this leftover 2 would be 12, right? Plus 3 more would be 15. So you should have written a 5 and a 1. Okay, then you should have done 1 plus 2 to get 3, plus 1 more for 4, plus 3 more for 7, plus 1 more for 8. 85. All right, now everybody go ahead and write number 6. We have 28 plus 12 plus 10 plus 26. Go ahead and write this on your slate and then press play and we will check it. All right, you guys should have done this on your slate. Now let me show you your answer. You should have found on the one side maybe 8 and 2 to get 10, right? Then I add my leftover numbers, which is 0. So 10 plus 0 is 0. Plus 6 more, so 10 plus 6 would be 16. So I should have written a 6 and a 1. Okay, now I'm going to add my 10 side. So I have 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 1 more is 4, 5, 6, 7. So now your answer should have been 76. Let's see if we're right. 88, 85, 76. Uh-oh, I got one wrong on number 4. Let's go back and see what I did wrong. Okay. Oh, Mrs. Hiller. It should have been 10. So these two were 10, right? 1 and 9 is 10. 1 and 9 got me 10. Then 10 plus 2 would have been 10, 11, 12, right? Then 12 plus 7, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, Mrs. Hiller. So this would have been a 9, and that one would have stayed the same. And then that still would have equaled 8. Boys and girls, look how important it is to go back and double check. Even Mrs. Hiller makes mistakes. Okay, let's do this little quick check. It says there are 53 students at recess and 22 students eating. 13 students are walking in the hall to lunch. How many students are there in all? So it's 53 plus 22 plus 13. I want everybody to do this on their slate. Then press play when you have your answer. Is the answer 90, 88, 85, or 63? All right, you guys should all have the answer. Let's see if you got it right. 88. All right, now let's move on. We are going to learn our strategy today. So, go ahead and put your slates away. Get out your math books here. Open up to page 203 and then press play when you're ready. And we'll get started. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do today is we are going to go through step by step learning how we should solve these problems, right? These steps stay the same each time, right? Underline and circle, then think about, plan, then solve it, okay? And then is my answer reasonable and explain. Okay, so underline what you know and circle what you need to know. So we're going to... Mark and Dan were on a walkathon to raise money for their basketball team. Mark walked 35 blocks and Dan walked 52 blocks. How many did they walk in all? Okay, so we've done step 1. We've underlined, and now we need to plan. Are we going to add or subtract here? We are adding, right? Because we're looking for how many they have in all. So all together. So our problem is 35. We're making a model here on step 3 plus 52. Right? So if I have this invisible line here, 5 plus 2 is 7, and 3 plus 5 is 8. So my answer is 87. Now step 4. Check, right? We got to check it, just like I just talked about. Mrs. Hiller even makes mistakes, so it's good to go back here. 5 plus 2, 7. 3 plus 5 is 8. So we are good. We have checked. Okay? Are we ready? Let's try some together. All right. Let me erase. Using a different pen today, guys, so I got to keep erasing. Let's do blue. All right, Sarah, first we're going to underline and circle, right? Step 1. Sarah, Mary, and Johnny are collecting shells at the beach. Sarah finds 45 shells, and Johnny finds 23 shells. Mary finds 15 shells. How many shells do they find? Okay, so how are we going to solve this, guys? Are we going to add or are we going to subtract? We're going to add, right? So let's solve it. 45 plus 23 plus 15. Okay, now remember this invisible line here. I'm going to go ahead and draw it since we like to draw it. There it is. Okay, so let's do our one side first. Do we see anything that's a doubles or equals 10? Yeah, I see both, right? A doubles and it equals 10. So 5 plus 5 equals 10, right? Now we have to add that leftover number, which is 3. So 5 plus 5 equals 10 plus 3 more would be what, guys? 13. So I put a 3 down and a 1 at the top. Okay, now we're going to go through and we're going to add the 10 sides. So I'd add 1 plus 4 to get 5, plus 2 more, 6, 7, plus 1 more is 8. So the answer would be 83 shells. Now, don't forget step 4, right? Go back and check. Let's go back and check. 5 and 5 is 10, plus 3 more is 13. So 3 and a 1. Okay, 1 plus 4 is 5, 6, 7, 8, 83. We did it. All right, let's do the next one. I know, I have to keep going in and erasing. I forgot to get my eraser. Silly Mrs. Siller. Okay. All right. Applying the strategy. Karina ran 15 blocks on Tuesday. So remember, we're underlining what we know. Let's pick a new color. I like green. She ran 15 on Tuesday and 20 on Wednesday. How many blocks did she run in all? Okay, so plan. Are we going to add or subtract? We are going to add, right? So we should have 15 plus 20. Okay, so we're going to have our little line here, right? We're going to do 5 plus 0, easy, is 5. And then our 10 side is 1 plus 2, so 3. So she ran 35 blocks. And now let's go back and check it one more time. 15, 20, 5 and 0 is 5. 1 plus 2 is 3, so 35. Okay. Brain builder time. Whew, these always get me, guys. Sometimes these are so tricky, I feel like. All right. Bradley got 33 action figures for his birthday, so let's underline 33. He already had 12. So underline 12. How many will he have if he buys 15 more? How many? So he had 33. He already had 12. He's going to buy 15 more. How many will there be altogether? What are we going to do, guys? We're going to add or subtract? We're going to add, right? So we have, I'm going to write it over here so I have room. 33 plus 12 plus 15. That's supposed to be plus sign. Okay, then I'm going to have my line go down the middle, right? There's no doubles yet, but I could make a doubles, can't I? I could do 3 and 2 to get 5, right? Then when I add 5 and 5, I'd get 10. So I'd write a 0 there and a 1 there. Okay, now we're going to go through and add. We have 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 1 more 5, plus 1 more 6. Oh my goodness, Bradley, that is way too many action figures. 60 action figures, holy moly. All right, now we can't forget step 4 to go back and double check. So 33, 12, and 15. 3 and 3 is 5, plus 5 more is 10, a 0 and a 1. 1 plus 3 is 4, 5, 6, 60. We are good to go. All right, well, I'll use red this time. Okay, ready? Nora made 16 points in her basketball game. Jenna made 24 points, and Alicia made 22. Guys, my name is Alicia, my real name. No one else has scored. What was their final score? Okay. So, we're going to add or subtract, guys. We're going to add, right? So, we're going to do 16 plus 24 plus 22. Right? We got our line going down here. Okay, so first we have 6, 4, and 2. Let's see. Oh, there is a 10, right? 6 and 4 would give me 10, right? Then I could do 10 plus 2 to get 12. And then I just have to do 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 2 more is 4, plus 2 more, 5, 6. So my answer is 62. Now let's go back and double check. 6 and 4 is 2. 10 plus 2 more is 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom, we did it. All right. Whoa, I didn't know I could do that. Erase it all at once. All right, we got some more. Okay, ready? Melissa buys 23 pairs of earrings. Okay, 23. Then she buys 2 more pairs, and she's given 6 pairs for her birthday. How many does she have in all? Okay, so we're going to add, right? So it'd be 23 plus. Now remember, I like to do a 0 here. 0, 2, and 0, 6. Remember we talked about this yesterday. That way, because sometimes if people forget the 0, then they end up putting the 2 and the 6 on the 10 side on accident, right? So I always kind of add a 0 for 1-digit numbers just so that I know there's nothing there, okay? Then I would add this side. 3, well, let's see. Nothing equals 10, and there's no doubles. So I'm going to do 3 and 2 to get 5, right? So then 5 plus 6. Well, 5 plus 5 is 10, so 6 is 1 bigger, so it'd be 11. So I do a 1 and a 1. Then I just have to do 1 plus 2, right, to get 3. So she has 31 pairs of earrings. These people, they have way too much stuff. Why on earth would you need 31 pairs of earrings? Okay, then I'm going to go back and check. 23, 2, and 6, right? 3 plus 2 is 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wait, no. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Sorry, so 1 and a 1. And then 1 plus 2 is 3. All right, let's do the next one. Jessica made muffins for a bake sale. She made 24 blueberry muffins, 10 strawberry, and 12 banana muffins. How many muffins did she make in all? So we are still going to add, right? So I'm going to write over the top of my muffins here because 24 plus 10 plus 12. Who's getting tired of all this adding yet? Yeah. All right, so I got my invisible line down here. I'm going to look at my one side first. I know I have 0, so all I have to do is add 4 plus 2, 4, 5, 6, right? And I don't have to carry anything because 6 is smaller than 10. So then I just have to do 2 plus 1 is 3, plus 1 more is 4. So she had made 46 muffins. Let's check. 24, 10, and 2. 4 and 2 is 6. 2, 3, 4. Woohoo! One more, guys. Okay, Jacob and Lewis collected glass bottles to recycle. The first day they collected 12 bottles. The second day they collected 15 bottles. And the third day they collected 18 bottles. If this pattern continues, how many will they collect on the fourth day? So this isn't a typical adding, is it? Because it doesn't say how many did they do in all. It's how many will they do on the fourth day. So let's look and see what we can see if the pattern is. It's 12, then 15, then 18. So how many is there in between each of those? What's the pattern? 12, 13, 14, 15, right? So there's 3 in between these two. Is there 3 in between this? 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, yeah, there's 3. So basically they're adding 3 puzzles each, or they're adding 3 bottles each day. So if they had 18, that is supposed to be an 18. Let me erase that because that looks crazy. If they have 18 and now they add 3 more, 8 plus 3, 8, 9, 10, 11, right? So I do a 1 and a 1, and then 1 plus 1 is 2. So that means on the fourth day, they would have 21 bottles. All right. Now, for extra practice, if you would like to, you can do some extra, you can do some more of these problems. Oops. Okay. And then you are going to see some fluency practice pages, okay? I would like for you, after you practice those homework pages, you can do these 2 fluency practice pages because they're going to be good practice for you for the test that we're going to have on Friday, okay? And then everybody bookmark right here on page 211 for Math Tomorrow where we review. All right. Bye, guys. See you soon.